Hi everybody, I'm Miss Amy, and for today's Culture Vultures, I am here at the North Carolina Museum of History. It's almost Halloween, so you must be wondering, what are you going to wear for your Halloween costume? Well, we are here today to explore all of the historical backgrounds behind the fashions that we wear for Halloween. So we are gonna head inside and see what we can find, okay? Okay.
The first American soldiers were local militia. Many of them weren't trained soldiers and they didn't have uniforms. Most of them wore whatever clothes they had. In 1975, the Congress adopted brown as the official color for uniforms. However, many soldiers didn't have brown coats to wear because there was a shortage in brown material. Soldiers within the same regiment tried to wear the same color. In addition to brown, blue, and gray were popular colors. A typical uniform for an American soldier included a wool coat with a collar and cuffs, a hat, a cotton or linen shirt, a vest, breeches, and leather shoes. In the early 1900s, nurses were wearing nursing uniforms similar to that of nuns' habits, with matching nun's veil. But instead of religious, a nurse's veil was used for sanitary purposes. Hair covering protected the wearer's long hair, pulled tightly into a high knot and hidden under the veil or nurse cap, avoiding dangling hair from catching unwanted pathogens. They usually used white fabric for the nursing uniforms and decorated them with Red Cross emblem on the chest of the habit, at the nursing cap, and with one of the sleeves. The cuffs on their sleeves protect the arms from harm and free the hands from unsanitary dangling sleeve hems. A notable aspect of nursing uniforms was the apron worn over their dress. They too had a double use, to keep pathogens from the nurse's skin and to save the dress uniforms from stains. During the Great Depression, people reused flour, sugar, and feed sacks by turning them into clothing and household linens. Feed companies encouraged brand loyalty and boosted sales by printing their sacks in appealing colors and patterns. Wives and daughters accompanied their husbands and fathers to feed stores to ensure they purchased the prettiest fabrics. After fighting began, the Quartermaster General recommended several changes to make uniforms more practical, and suggested a layering system in 1943 that would keep troops warm during the cold European winters, standardized as the M1943 Field Ensemble, with cap, four-pocket field jacket, detachable jacket hood, field trousers, and service shirt. Heavy winter coats and jackets were also available. 1943 also saw the introduction of combat boots with attached leather gaiters. Casual dress for girls became more unisex in the 60s and often consisted of plaid button-down shirts worn with slim blue jeans, comfortable slacks, or skirts. Ivy League fashion, the precursor to the modern preppy look, was desirable casual wear for middle-class adults in America during the early to mid-60s. Typical outfits included polo shirts, Harrington jackets, khaki chino pants, striped t-shirts, argyle socks, sports coats, sweater vests, and cardigan sweaters. Fashion in the 1970s was all about individuality. In the early 70s, Vogue proclaimed there are no rules in the fashion game now, due to overproduction flooding the market with cheap synthetic clothing. Common items included miniskirts, bell-bottoms, popularized by hippies, vintage clothing, and the androgynous glam rock and disco styles that introduced platform shoes, bright colors, glitter, and satin. The first official baseball uniform, adopted in 1849 by the Knickerbocker Baseball Club of New York City, was a simple outfit consisting of a white flannel shirt, blue wool pants, and a straw hat. By the end of the 19th century, teams began the practice of wearing one or two different uniforms, one when they played in their own baseball stadium and a different one when they played on the road. It became common to wear white at home and one of gray, solid dark blue, or black on the road. The racing suit, also known as racing overalls, are fire suits that provide fire protection and are used in various forms by racers all over the world. When racing was first introduced, there were no mandated uniforms, and it remained this way until the 1950s. From then onward, specialized suits were created to help the drivers maintain perfect temperatures through heat transfer, and later to protect the drivers from any fires that may break out during a race. Some years later, these suits would begin to be soaked in special chemical solutions in order to give them a degree of fire protection, giving the driver enough time to escape to a safe distance should a fire start while driving or during a crash. Since the 1980s, racing suits have been customized to prominently feature the sponsors of drivers and teams, leading to designs similar to those of the race cars.
And that is our day at the museum. I had so much fun checking out all the different kinds of historical fashions and costumes. I hope you did too. Please go check out the North Carolina Museum of History. It's a super fun place. Be sure to go to their website to see all of their digital programs that they've got going on, including next month, the Digital American Indian Heritage Celebration. It's going to be really cool. I will see you next month on a new Culture Vultures.